Welcome everybody to a playthrough that I've been wanting to do for almost an entire year. The best game of 2014, Bayonetta 2, and I'm not alone this time. I'm joined by my best friend, Mr. Dragon, who we're here for Retropalooza. Dragon, say hi to the audience as you get to experience the wonderfulness that is on the Nintendo Wii U.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What are you doing in my house?
I broke in.
Why?
Why? You can see my box over there. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The game that Anita Sarkeesian hates.
Because reasons.
Because reasons. But I love this game. I didn't get to play this game when it was initially launched because I was too busy trying to beat Bayonetta 1, which is hard as balls. But I don't want to play Bayonetta 1 because Bayonetta 1 is kind of okay. It's fun, but Bayonetta 2 is where you see the power of the Wii U and what it's capable of, and how third-party developers can just suck it, and how Platinum is the best. As you can see here, I already have a file, so I'm not going to be playing from the beginning. I want to show off everything that I have. I don't have everything unlocked. I don't have all the weapons, but I do have a lot of the costumes, all the Nintendo costumes, and a lot of some of her Bayonetta's other costumes unlocked as well. So we're going to go all the way back to the end of time. And here, over here, you hit menu. This is where you can change your character settings. You can change your character. Spoiler alert, you get to play as Jean in this game. You have to beat the campaign first, but
I don't know who these people are.
Jean is basically your rival in the first game, and she becomes your best friend in the second game. So you can play as Jean. I'm not gonna play. I might do a bonus episode with her, but we'll have to see if we have time for that. But she's basically her witch time. She's basically expert mode, and Jean requires more precision with witch time. I'll explain what witch time is later. But for now, let's just play Bayonetta with the default. We're going to change her equipment, though, because I want to show off the weapons later.
Well, we're not going to be Princess Peach?
We're not going to not yet.
We're not going to be Star Fox?
No, Star Fox we're saving towards the end, because there's a really good thing with Star Fox. These are accessories. I don't really play with these, because they add, like, this one adds, this one will do counter strikes instead of witch time. I don't have all of them unlocked, so I won't be showing off those. But for now, we'll be fine. So with that, let me, difficulty. I'll be playing on second climax because I just started playing on third climax, and that's the highest difficulty, I think. But I'm playing through second climax because that's the medium difficulty, and I can beat it. So, with that out of the way, let's open the tarot card and let us play Bayonetta 2. And the thing about here, this is when Bayonetta actually shows up. This is actually supposed to happen.
Why are we playing Assassin's Creed now?
We're not. This is not the Animus. This is not the Animus.
Why is Bayonetta in the Animus?
Okay, so be forewarned. This game is rated M for mature for a reason. This game is very. Here we go. In the universe of light and dark, where perception is reality. Look at that.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
This is actually taking place towards the end of the game. So this is a little sneak preview to come.
Well, already we're off to a good start.
Yeah, Hideki Kamiya, who is the creator of Bayonetta, or the producer for these games. So this is your intro stage. These are basically where nothing really matters. You're not told how to do anything. You're just kind of
mashing buttons.
Yeah, pretty much. And here it's kind of weird because you're told lore. You are told the backstory of Bayonetta. And for those of you who are interested in it, Bayonetta sort of has very much. Bayonetta is a clan of the Umbra Witches.
Obviously, our
they serve
world was the
darkness.
one
I don't really
born for
remember the lore that much, only in terms
the three worlds all needed
pertaining
rulers.
to her.
Most of all, ours.
But along with the Umbra Witches, there are
and the one that
the
ruled the chaos became known as Aesir.
White something. They're called, I don't know, we're going to get introduced to them later, don't worry. This part's kind of confusing, but don't worry, you're not going to die here. There's no health bar. This is literally you just seeing, this is you getting a taste of the craziness that is Bayonetta 2. Or Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 1 is crazy enough. This one just is Bayonetta 2 on, Bayonetta 2 is Bayonetta 1 on crack. And here, this is a sneak preview we're going to get later, but you get to ride a giant mech.
Aesir
I feel like
spent
I'm
the
playing
first
Final Fantasy
eternity
13
quietly
again, but
looking
more
upon the
interesting.
earth from his holy
More
mountain.
interesting, because that's a good thing, right?
where we only see
it could
reality
be, depending
and
on
make
if
it
you like
match
Final
our rules of
Fantasy
the world.
13.
Well,
Aesir saw
we'll have to
through
get
reality.
the lore. Actually,
And
I
those
actually like. I'm not going to
visions
spoil
became
it, but I actually enjoy how
These
the
observations
developers,
became
how the
Aesir's
story
power.
writers connect one and
Aesir's
two.
eyes
I won't say how
were
because
truly
anything I
the
say of it
eyes
will
that
give it
created
away.
the world.
But how they do it is kind of
However,
ingenious.
Aesir pitied
But
the
no,
humans
knowing
for
that,
their
knowing this, I will
naivete
say this,
and
and
lack
no,
of free
I'll
will.
do the playthrough of it first.
So the power
Play
he wielded
if you're
was
gonna play the
split
game, play
into two
Bayonetta
equal
1
halves
first,
and entrusted
then play.
each to humanity's
Actually, you know what? Never mind. Scratch what I
The
said. 'Cause
right
you can
eye
play
of
Bayonetta
light
2 and then
and the
Bayonetta
left
1
eye
back
of
as your
darkness.
prequel. But if you're gonna have it, you might as well play Bayonetta 1 first. I'm only doing Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2 just because it looks better. It's built up from the ground up from the Wii U. It's not using old assets and refining them. That being said, they did a great job refining them.
By dividing the power of
So,
the eyes of
and I
Aesir,
didn't dodge it there.
Humans
I'm not really
gain
going to
free
explain
will.
how combos work here
They
because
could now
the game
choose.
will explain it itself.
with control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine
And you
destiny,
can see, just look at what we're fighting.
humans could choose their own paths.
Just look at what we're fighting. This is just
They
a sample.
awoke to their own identities.
I feel like we should go
Man
back
is
to
but
Metal
a
Gear
reed.
Revengeance.
The most feeble
Well, it's
thing
made by
in
the same
nature.
people.
Of course,
But
by
now
Platinum Games.
we were
Yeah.
thinking reeds. And
They
we took our
also
first big
did
step
Anarchy
towards
Reigns,
grand
where you can play as
prosperity.
Bayonetta for the PlayStation 3.
The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir.
Yeah, if you don't know the history about
been
Bayonetta,
granted the
Bayonetta
power
1 and
of
2,
creation.
Bayonetta 1 was released on the Xbox 360 and PS3 with horrific frame rate. It just was not fun to play. Bayonetta 1 on the Wii U is the definitive edition to play the game. It is at full, constant 60 frames per second. That is our boss for the game. And we get there's some great boss fights. There's one thing I don't like about Bayonetta 1 is the boss fights can be a little bit monotonous and not know what to
Illumin
do.
Sage.
Illumin Sage, that's what they're called.
Cheeky. No one bothered telling me any of your kind
So, how's it
survived.
going?
Bayonetta is the product of Illumin Sage and the Umbra Witch intercourse.
What would you call that weapon that the dude's holding? Would you call that a twin blade?
No, I don't even know what to call it. I just call it a Illumin Sage weapon.
Well, each weapon has a title.
Oh.
I guess not a title.
And I'll say this.
Well, at least you're the silent type. The last sage I met spent 20 minutes
That's
rambling
true.
on and
It
on.
did keep rambling on.
What?
That's your hint on who it is. If you play the first one, that's you automatically know who it is.
It's a good thing I know nothing.
Present day. Out of context scene. Yeah, if you play Bayonetta 1, you know who this is. I'm not going to say who it is. But if you play Bayonetta 1, you know who this is.
It's a good thing I haven't played Bayonetta 1 then.
You could play Bayonetta 1. It's on the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, but I got other shit to play.
You will not
Like Metal Gear Solid
escape
5.
this
A good
fate.
game.
By the way, look how good this looks.
We
This is
will
using
perish
the engine, the
together.
game's engine.
Well, what we've learned today is that wearing a monocle makes you evil. Just immediately.
My dear sweet
That is Bayonetta's
child,
father.
Of course it is.
last
He's gonna be the villain, isn't
fulfilled
he?
your promise to me.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fear not,
I'll do what I want.
for I am always watching over you.
I'm pretty good.
All right, so that's a crazy intro. Again,
But the right eye of light was lost from
this
the
is
world
plot
forever,
lore stuff.
along with its possessor, the last of the Lumen Sages.
Let's see.
So that's your prologue. Now we got a second. That's not just the end. Now we got our prologue.
So there's a prologue to the prologue?
Well, the first one's more like a lore introduction. This is your training screw. This is where you could test out sort of combos. Just sort of get your feel for the controls where you can test out new weapons. You got aerial combos, you got a double jump. You get your witch time. I'll explain more of these as we get into combat.
Right? Evidently she's exactly like Raiden, in which she can just do whatever she wants with her feet.
Oh yeah. And here we have this wonderful looking cutscene. I'm assuming this is New York City during Christmas time. And look, Sega. Brought to you, but this Sega owns Bayonetta, which is crazy to think about. Sega and Nintendo working on a game together, that's so crazy to think about it. Well, Sega just helped, I guess, put money. I don't even know what Sega's involvement is.
Team Little Angels. Oh shit.
Shuji Shinomura, and then Hideki.
The government has organized a team to investigate the continued
Hideki?
reports of unusual weather and strong earthquakes
Yeah,
occurring
supervision
around the
Hideki
region.
Kamiya.
Officials are currently trying to determine the source of these
Director
phenomena
Yusuke
as citizens
Yusuke
nervously
Hachi.
clamor for answers. Our special report on the regional disasters, Nature Unleashed,
So
continues
is
after
this
these
supposed to be like
messages.
Die Hard, in which it can only be played in Christmas time?
No, it doesn't take place. It just starts here. We don't even stay in this. And that is Bayonetta right here. I love this outfit. This is not a
You know
costume
what I
you can
need?
fight as her
Some
with,
heels without guts.
which kind of
You
sucks.
don't
'Cause I
mind
love
if we
how
make
it
a quick
looks.
stop, do you, Enzo?
Do you know what day's coming up? Here I was shopping,
dear you.
minding
It's supposed
my
to be Joe
own
Pesci.
business. Then
I
you
feel
show
like that's
up and
the
turn
best
me into a
supposed to be.
damn porter.
Of course it's supposed to be Joe
Seriously,
Pesci.
Bayonetta, you still haven't paid me back for the car. Hey,
Oi,
whoa!
mate.
Now, is that any way to speak to an old friend?
Yeah, it's pretty rude, mate.
Besides, I did that job for you. For free, I might add.
Yep.
Do I really have to tell everyone how you grabbed onto my leg sobbing like a schoolboy?
So sultry, so beautiful. So
Hey.
classy too.
This is why I can't have good things. You're some piece of work, you know that? If you weren't already lined up to go to Inferno, you'd be well on your way with all the shit
I like
you
how
pull.
nobody else is
Dressing up
staring
like a
at
nun
the way
just so
she's
you can
dressed.
off some
Yeah, it's just
angels
a thing.
and keep the
roll
underworld
with
happy.
it.
It's like everybody
Hey,
else
talking
isn't
to
dressed
you?
nearly as extravagant as she is.
Shit. But if it's that or getting torn limb from limb for eternity in whatever circle of inferno you witches go to if you break the contract,
Settle down there, guy.
forget about it. I'd off the fucking wing bastards all damn day. Oh, hey, what the hell?
Joe Pesci's gonna die, isn't he?
No, he's fine.
He's gonna die. Isn't
He's mainly there for like a little.
But what the
like,
fuck you
extra
wasting your
to
time
comic
trying to
relief.
send some schmucks off
Very
to
few
the
comic relief.
afterlife
He's kind of he
for?
disappears.
Oh,
Done.
He's
and
just like a
done.
side, like a level side
Let's
character
go home, Enzo.
for her.
hey, wait a second. I ain't done here. If I don't get what I came for, I'm gonna be the biggest mutt in the city.
And what is it that you came to fetch, my dear?
Real funny. I know better than to tell you
couple
a
of
damn
giant fruits,
thing.
I
I'll
would
never hear the
guess.
fucking end of it.
This is Sean.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No, this is just Sean.
Well. Talk about stretch marks, eh? Am I right, guys? Hey, how's it going? I'm Batman.
You always know how to make an entrance, John. A rare sight to see you in the city.
Just had something I had to look into. Cereza, you haven't felt anything strange recently?
Bayonetta's,
Now
her
that you
real name
mention
is actually Cereza.
I still haven't quite
course it
figured
is.
out how a broke, bumbling wise guy managed to turn himself into a semi-respectable family.
Remember when Bayonetta used to look like Sarah
Forget
Palin?
about it.
She still kind of does.
And what's this Cereza
Yeah, but she doesn't have the hair anymore.
You're
She has
about
short
as
hair. I think
sweet as
her
my
hair looks better
Nona's
like this.
grappa, you know that? Some witch with amnesia goes around calling herself a weapon, and it turns out she really got stuck with a kid's nickname. That shit's rich, I tell you what.
So
Our
then,
friends in Paradiso are far too quiet. I'm sure you've noticed.
oh, what's going on over there?
But they aren't the only
Probably nothing
ones.
important.
Pray tell. Our friends down south seem to be a bit upset as well.
And now in
Foreshadowing, by the way.
London,
You just
the
missed.
annual holiday parade is being held today.
There's always foreshadowing.
City police have closed off roads to prepare for the massive influx of merrymakers expected to take in this year's festivities. Set to be headlined by a flyover from the
The Platinum
military
Stars are
aerial
like that.
acrobatics unit. Authorities tell Channel 2 News that this year's parade
How
will
meta.
break all-time attendance records.
I'm sure those jets are gonna mean nothing in terms of significance.
Whoa,
Of course
shit.
not. Why would they?
The Platinum Stars. Crap. I need to hurry up and get Ed and Edna's presents, or I'm gonna get it.
Or else Eddie will get us. Get it? Get it, Ben? Ed and
We'll talk
Eddie?
later. I'll see you back home.
Don't lie
Don't
to me.
forget to pick up the things for the party.
Did you ever used to think that the Double D was a girl?
No, never. These are all dudes. Why are you bringing up Double D?
I don't know, I always felt like whenever I watched that
in
show...
In terms of relation to this LP, why are you bringing up Bayonetta? And bringing up Double D in a Bayonetta LP?
Well, it was an evolution between Ed, Edna, and Eddie, and then, you know,
What's the matter with you?
Joe
I
Pesci
told you
for
what I'm
some
after.
reason shopping for
A
toys.
jet. I want a toy jet. You know, the kind with wings, flies in the sky. No, I'm not buying any damned
What?
angels. Yellow, blue, I don't care what
Yeah, he
color
has a
they
problem
are.
with the word
I learned my
angels.
lesson with those
Considering
bastards.
angels
you
are
hear
kind of
me?
assholes in
Just
this
a
universe.
normal damn jet, please.
Also, an angel is a type of jet, I think.
You hear that? I want one of those.
The Blue Angels,
the
I
thing's
think.
flying in the air right now. There, that's the one. That's the biggest
Sure,
one you got in the store.
don't let him speak, asshole.
Wrap it up nice, will you? It's a present, for God's sakes.
Hey, that's flying really low.
Yo!
He hates
You
using
know
the
what?
word
Screw the
angel,
pretty
but he'll
ribbon.
use the
Just
word
hurry up and
God.
put it in the box, will ya?
Whatever.
Oh shit.
Well,
Fuck the damn ribbon!
someone's about to die. Why is Joe Pesci not
You know, I
dying?
try to avoid doing this in my Sunday best.
I'm gonna start
And
calling her right
the insanity begins.
So, how is the plane still in flight with
Because
no
it's
pilot?
just go with it. That's the one thing you gotta know with Bayonetta. Just fucking go with it. Accept that this is crazy and this is over the top for the sense of being over the top.
At least
None of this
your
makes
lot
sense.
still knows how to make an entrance.
Why? It's not like the jet's on autopilot.
And sexy time.
Well, that's just rude.
Again, this is on a Nintendo console.
Which, by the way, Ben, I have another question for you.
Sure.
Why are you tainting my house with Nintendo?
Because
Nah.
now we can actually begin. By the way, the theme, I don't know if hopefully you guys can hear it properly, but I love I love the music for this game. It is so great. Like great to end. Yep, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of. If you're bothered by fan service, you're not gonna like this game. Bayonetta is also a kick-ass, badass. Oh, look at that. That's so cool.
So, for all intents and purposes, she's pretty much naked outside of her
Yeah,
hair
her
powers.
her costume is her hair, I believe.
Yeah, that was the thing for Bayonetta 1, as far as I'm aware.
I really like her design too. I really like it. Like the collar, the shoulder, kind of spiky up shoulder pads and the flowing cape. It just looks so elegant and badass. And the poofy collar. It looks so badass. Now we begin to play.
Yeah, it only took 17 minutes, roughly.
You're
Outside of the prologue.
you're a Metal Gear Solid fan. There was more gameplay in this than any other open Metal Gear Solid game. Don't start shit with me.
It only took 17 minutes.
So Bayonetta's combat is basically summed up into two things. You have light and heavy attacks. The beauty thing about Bayonetta's
So it's God of War.
it's good. No, it's better than God of War. It's faster.
Were you about to say it was before God of
No.
War?
No, it's better than God of War. It's faster. I was going to, but I
Nah,
no, like Devil May Cry that was before God of War. No, Bayonetta is superior to God of War because
This
it's
is why I
faster.
never buy
It's more speed
Same.
reliant.
I'm gonna disagree.
Okay, this is all about power. Bayonetta is all about finesse. That's the difference.
Didn't I say
And
it?
preference-wise,
This is why I can't have
why I
these
think it's
things.
better is because
Damn it,
that
Tom,
amazing
start
feeling of zipping through the battlefield and
on
just kicking
time
ass.
to
This is
deliver
another
the
add-on
holiday
character.
cheer.
He's your merchant character.
Oh, fucking
He
wonder.
already reminds me of the black
Ro-
guy from
Ro-
Resident Evil.
Rodon?
Who-
But I don't
what?
believe in
Which
Sam.
Resident Evil?
I
Watch
think it
your
was either the
mouth.
first or the second movie,
I love this guy though.
where he steals a car, and after running a few zombies, he's
Don't
just
want
like,
anyone
GTA,
offering you
motherfucker.
sacrilege before you paid your tab.
Yeah, I kind of like these are they're all part of Bayonetta's cast of characters.
You're just mad because I have a God of War poster and you don't.
I just love how crazy the character that we were calling Joe Pesci is, and his name is Ennio. I just love how just like over the top he is.
Bayonetta!
Well,
New guns.
we got toys. All right. Dun and she just looked happy.
I believe! I believe!
Well, Joe Pesci's gonna die.
I fucking believe!
Dude. I love that.
Beautiful.
Oh, I never told.
Now it's time to be naughty.
Now.
So like I was saying, Bayonetta comprises of heavy and light attacks. The beauty about this is you could just do light attacks and do heavy attacks and that's fine. But there's so much more. As you saw, what I just did was basically sort of summon a demon hand that sort of comes out and does like a sort of like an impact move, we call it. Right here is called Witch Time. So if you dodge just at the right time, and it's not hard to do, you get sort of like an extra bonus to get some extra damage in.
So it's kind of like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, where you get a little extra time to slash as many times as you want.
This is called an this is called an Umbrella Climax. In the top, under her health bar, you can see it's already fully large because again, this is playing on a continued save file.
Indeed.
Because I won't be showing off how to get all of them.
Oh, don't fuck up.
There's a lot of quick animation.
So,
This is insane craziness. This is the opening cuts. This is the opening segment. Like this kind of like this segment right here, which makes me wish the game was a two-player story. It's only two-player in a thing called Tag Team Climax. But you can see Jean in the background, I believe, just kicking ass.
giggle.
So close.
Yeah, I am not the best though. It's been a while since I played this. Just if I get hit. So yeah, you're basically just dodge, and it's. I make it sound easy, but it's when you have so much going on screen, and literally this is just the tip of the iceberg on what you can, or what you will be seeing on screen, and not just it can be difficult to get lost on what is going on amidst the chaos, but yet somehow it works.
It also becomes a lot more difficult when you know you're being recorded while you're playing.
A little bit, yeah. I've never done this in the LP, so just these enemies are very simple. You're not gonna strain yourselves with them. None of them are gonna do anything you're unprepared for that you didn't learn in the tutorial stage if you fucked around. Which chances are you fucked around just out of instinct.
I don't know, you're pretty bad at RPGs, mate.
You can stun enemies. I don't really know the exact timing for it.
Come on, Ben, you can do it.
I'm just showing. The thing is, I'm using these weapons. I'm used to using like a preset determined amount of weapons before. I'll be showing off as many weapons as I can. Or that I have available. I haven't unlocked all the weapons. I've unlocked some of my favorites. Some of them are really fun to use. And that's where the combat system gets fun. Just a simple jump is when you get to bring in other weapons and you can use chain combos to do it that way.
Right.
So, as you saw there, that was you got a silver medal. In each segment, a certain amount of segments, you are ranked based on time, damage, and time damage and hits. And the highest you can get is a pure platinum. I've gotten a few pure platinums before. They are Umber Climax. Umber Climax is just do take your base weapon and like give an amplifier to it. The cool thing about it is each weapon provides like a different Umber Climax. But I'll show more of those off later. Again, very simple. Just dodge. The enemies are pretty good at telegraphing when they're gonna hit and when they're gonna do it. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing. Again, there's some people who can do some crazy stuff in this game. I'm not that. That's the beauty I think of this game is that you can play this game 1,000 demons that scream at you. Get out of there. You want to find the more of her and magic crystals. They're not called magic crystals, but of the things underneath your health bar, so you can have longer umbral time. And honestly, just because you're when the screen of a pro tip, if you ever see umbral witch time come up, Don't hit it right away. Try to fill up your... Because it fills up only when your gauge hits a certain point. You can fill
That
up
was
your
quick.
gauge more.
Did you get everything?
So you want to get your gauge as
Forgot
high
the
as
caviar.
possible so that way you have it last
You
long.
think they're still open?
That's all up to you. That's how I play.
It's not Christmas without caviar.
Let's finish
here
this
we go.
quickly then.
So Ben, how does it feel to actually record gameplay from a game that's not on a Game Boy Advance?
This is... And you can lift. Like, you can interact. It's pretty exhilarating. It's pretty exhilarating. Also, it's kind of weird to not look at the computer well. You can knock enemies down if you target certain weak points. You can make them crumple. You can... This is punish, where if you get to a certain mode, you get a little quick time event and you get more rings. Rings are basically your currency to buy new weapons, buy accessories. Well, we won't be showing that too much. I'll show it off in the next part. Again, none of these should really give you, even if you're a beginner, and I'm playing this in second time, none of these should give you any problem. I see, I have Umbral Climax right there, but you can still see my gauge is still at 4. This happens at the end of every sort of end boss fight. You can hit Umbral Climax for X and A, and that sort of, it triggers this powerful ass cutscene where she does stuff like this. Look at this, just look.
Right.
Big demon out.
Oh hey, Ridley. That's Ridley, right?
And just keep mashing, just keep mashing. The more you mash, you don't fail to, I don't believe you fail to quick time, but you do lose out on rings, which are helpful if you're trying to 100% this game. See, we got a, if we took this damage, you probably could have gotten platinum or pure platinum, which would have been cool. You know, it's whatever.
Bears.
But something's wrong, though.
Why is the dragon dying? Or
It's not dying, it's Gomorrah. It's fighting against this.
Gamera? Hey, how's it going?
Uh-oh. She literally got the soul knocked out of her.
Again? Why does this always happen to me?
And now she's being dragged down.
John!
Of course it grabs her ass.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't it?
And now Bayonetta's best friend is now trapped in hell.
John!
Also dead.
No, she's not dead. She
Her
is,
soul was
they
out of
have
her body.
Have her
I'm not
soul.
one for
She's, her
pets
body's
who don't
dead.
Listen to them.
Yeah.
She is not dead.
What the fuck do you mean her body is dead?
It's not the point. Again, you're focusing on too much of why doesn't thing make sense. What you need to do...
No, you're not using logic.
There's
You're
no-
saying that because the
there's
soul's
no-
not in the body,
there's no logic.
she's not dead.
There's no logic to be had in this game.
There's-
I am a woman who's using her hair as a weapon, fighting a giant demon monster climbing. There is no logic to be had. In order to really enjoy this game, people who think too much will not like this game
that all you've
because
got?
it doesn't. It literally says "fuck you" to all logic.
It's not even a question of
her-
logic. Her
her-
soul is out of her body. That's death.
Her physically she's dead.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But her spirit is still alive, so technically she's not dead.
Technically, in all religions, aren't the spirits always alive?
Whatever.
Like, come on here.
The point is, her body, she can still come back to life though.
Almost.
Again, just dodge. Nothing really superfluous here. It just looks cool, and you can see the background. You can see how much of and this is running at a constant 60 frames per second. It's just a great boss. It's not a great boss. It's more to just show off. Again, this whole opening intro is to show off the craziness in its beautiful colors. That's what I like about this game is that there's a lot of multitude of colors with this game.
Almost.
So would you say this is one of your favorite games for the Wii U?
Oh, definitely. In terms of just like, and I love action games. You know how much I love the God of War series, and you know, for like, I feel like if you own a Wii U, or if you want to buy a Wii U,
Is that all you've got?
this is a good enough example to get one. Arm with a fist.
Almost. Block off. Goodbye.
And This is punishing. You can punish him if you get him into a stun-like state.
Right.
It's different for every enemy.
Didn't Platinum also do Ashura's Wrath?
No, that was Capcom. I don't know. Well, I don't know actually. Why don't you look it up?
I feel like it was also done by Platinum.
It might have been. I know Capcom published it. I'm having a lot more trouble with the pronunciation.
Why don't you try getting good? Mate.
You got time for the climax. I love this. Look at this. Just look how cool this looks.
Hey, how's it going?
And now she summons another. Again, you don't fail the quick time event, but you lose out on the rings.
What is she, Sonic?
Well, they're not called. They're called Halos. I'm sorry. They're called Halos.
What is she, Sonic?
You summon another demon. Crazy this is.
The developer for Ashura's Wrath was CyberConnect 2.
Okay, so not Platinum.
Which is kind of weird, because Ashura's Wrath seems so much like a Platinum game.
No, it's really not. If you played a Platinum game, it's not. It's a good action game. Don't get me wrong, but Ashura's Wrath is nothing like a Platinum game.
Probably shouldn't have paused that. It's fine now.
Lumen Sage.
No, I'm just saying we should have paused
not
it.
all you desire.
It's fine.
I know the one
What's
who
cutscene?
destroyed
You're
your
a cutscene.
world.
Hey, how's
I
it going?
know the one who destroyed your love.
That is that right there. That is God. I'm not kidding you. That is actually God right there.
But I'm right here.
Stop. That is actually God. That is our villain of the game. Is God.
But Ben, I'm right here. Why am I a villain? Do you not realize who I am, Ben? I am the Dragon God.
Well, here's interesting in how Bayonetta does cutscenes instead of a lot of walk and talks. It'll do a lot of sort of like still frames, and it'll do dialogue over that. It's sort of cost effective, so they don't have to animate everything. Probably. I like how they did it in Bayonetta 1, where it would be like old timey film.
I didn't
Right.
ask
It
you
would
to
look
tell
cool
me
that
what
way.
I
Here, it's
already
just
know,
like-
Rodon. Especially if you're going
Seems
to be
weird.
flippant
It's a little
with
weird.
it.
Especially since we've seen nothing but animations.
Yeah, but there's also plenty of it. It's not the rest of the game is not just this. There's a balance. There's plenty of like just actual legit cutscenes.
Is
The
there that?
balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
You know, she's pretty hot for a dead chick. You wasn't a big fan
Damn
of
it,
her shit when
Pesci,
she was
will
in
you
the
settle
realm of
down?
the living. But looking at her now, nah, still not a fan.
She's not
See,
dead,
Bayonetta says she's not dead.
Enzo.
She's right.
That's not how
You
death
only really
works.
did
Your only
after your
has
soul
been
been
absorbed as
completely
your soul has been
absorbed
absorbed,
into
and your soul
another
hasn't been
realm,
absorbed yet.
Trinity. But that's just a matter of time. Cause I don't see no way of saving a soul lost in hell.
What about the gates?
Jesus Christ.
The
Why are you
real
playing
gates of
Undertale?
hell.
I'm not.
I
You
can't
are.
stop you from
This
trying
is
to use it.
a video.
But I don't think you got a chance
Still
down
though.
there.
NC wants me to play that game.
I'll see what I can do
Whatever
about
it is.
putting her on ice for a while. You'll need this.
It's a
The
thing.
heart of an Umbra witch.
Ursula?
The magic that keep your kind alive in this world for eternities. Should keep her body in this realm stable. But you'll need to reunite this with her soul if you're gonna try and bring her
If you
back.
say so, guy.
I figure you got about a day before
We're on
it's
a time
game
clock.
over.
What are we playing? Majora's Mask?
No, it's not an actual time clock. It's just more of like an artificial.
What
Enzo,
are we playing?
you've
Final
got a
Fantasy
jet,
13
right?
3?
What? No. No, 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 no. I do not.
It's
no.
really off-putting that the
Listen,
cutscenes
I
don't have
appreciate the
animations.
situation,
These aren't cutscenes.
But you
these
know
are just
what
little
today is?
expositions. There's
My
there
kids
again.
got
There's
cookies
actual
baked for
moments
me at
when
home.
there's actual
They're
cutscenes.
waiting
trust
for me.
And they look at
And I still got
Still
a
though,
place
it's a
Santa
little
tonight.
off-putting that after all those animations we've seen,
Well,
Let
it's,
the
here we
real
are
Santa
with
you
still
got the game.
images.
The game's got to come out and
Now let's
cut cost.
go.
You cut cost. I'm willing to let go of that. I don't need to have everything animated.
Hey, I said I
Yeah,
believe,
that-
but Ed and Edna, you can't
That's a
put
face
one
only a
over
mother
on
could
those
love.
two little fuckers, let me tell you.
His wife, so
Hey, let go of me. Why do I always get wrapped up
yeah.
in that
Enzo's
shit?
like the reluctant.
Oh hey, it's Mike Tyson.
Ain't this a motherfucker?
Am I right?
Finvalmenton is our location. Is where we're going.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for episode 1 of the Marvel's Iggy Plays Bayonetta 2. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button for more. And as you can see, we got to go platinum, so that's awesome. So next time we join, we will be I'll be showing them new costume, new weapons, and the story will continue.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
See y'all next time, boys. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.